Hello RogueTech fans, it's Blaine here, and we've got Derelict. This is one of the most important flashpoints in the whole game, at least as far as I'm concerned, but it's because I'm slightly lamb obsessed. So what Derelict does is, well, you're basically going on a voyage of well, drug-induced, what can I say, entirely drug-induced visions, and yeah, it's completely crazy, but if you're a Macross fan, you will love these flashpoints. These are another Akodo Rain speciality, and they're brilliant. They match the Macross series so closely as you can get in RogueTech. It's just lovely stuff. Anyway, it says it's a short campaign. There are actually 3 missions. Every one of these missions, we get given the units we have to play, so it's only the pilots we have to bring along. Now, I don't know exactly how long this is going to take because it's been a while since I've done it, but I'm thinking with the use of things like airstrikes, it should be a lot quicker. So, what does it unlock? It unlocks the airshow missions. Airshows are brilliant. You get to fight against 3 lances of lambs, so it makes collecting most lambs relatively straightforward. Literally any lamb you have unlocked could appear in an airshow. So, this is Derelict. Let's begin. Okay, so somebody has left a drink for the commander, so, ooh, shall I have a drink? And the commander goes, ooh, that looks odd. It's in a funny old vessel. Let's have a drink and see what happens. And, oh dear. Oh, yes, it's got some very powerful hallucinogenics in there. Things are swimming. What is going on? Whoa, what is this? Huh? Have we entered the Macross universe? There we go. So, they're asking us that we need us to do something. Now, the weird thing about these flashpoints, you can only get parts in salvage. You won't be able to pick up any of the mechs. However, at the end, you will get awarded at least 2 or 3 of the mechs. You'll get a light one, you get a heavier one, and in theory, you could end up with a 200 TAM Monster Mach 2. You'll actually get to see this lovely beastie in the first mission. Right, so Derelict is rated at difficulty 8. It's a fairly tough one actually because we have to use the units that they give us. It's difficult to know. Do we go for... I'm just going to go for payment because the salvage is pretty dicey, because as I say, you don't pick up any units. You just pick up bits and pieces of gear. Although actually no, the first mission I am going to go for salvage because some of them have got some bits and pieces that can still be used. So here we go. Okay, so for this particular mission we get given, these are all unique units just to this flashpoint. So we've got 2 Phoenix Hawk Lamb PHX VF1Js. You cannot look these up because they're all classified. We've got a Stinger Lamb STG VF1A and a Wasp Lamb VF1R. So the pilots I'm going to bring, I want accuracy on this one because we've got lots of fairly small fast mechs plus a few special other mechs which I can't remember. Marauder lambs, that's right. So anyway, I'm bringing Ajax, I'm bringing Ether, I'm bringing Camille because she adds an extra plus accuracy to all of my pilots, and I'm bringing Fiona so that we can get airstrikes on these things. So let's deploy for the first mission.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Okay, here we go, we're now dropping.
Command interface initiated.
Now interestingly, every other time I've done this mission, it's been in an urban environment, so this is quite new for me. So let's see what happens when we're doing it here. So as you can see, the pilot, well the captain, we're still having hallucinations, but they're trying to wake me up. But I'm sort of drifting further and further off, and oh, we've got all kinds of weird things. We just think we can hear Darius giggling. Yeah, very powerful hallucinogenics. However, even if they are hallucinogenics, they can still kill your own pilot, so be careful. Okay, we have got allies. As you can see on the right, we'll have a close look at it in a minute, is a Monster Mach 2. This is a beauty of a 200-ton mech. It's one I've always wanted ever since I've seen it. But as yet, I've not managed to pick one up. Look at that thing. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. You have about a 1 in 60 chance of actually picking it up in the loot box from this particular flashpoint. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's just such a beautiful model as well. Right, so what are we up against? We should have marauder lambs against us. We should have a bunch of smaller ones. Where are they all hiding? Here we go. So yes, there we can see we've got one of the Ostwars. Every mech you see that we're fighting with has the potential to, or against, has the potential to be in the loot box at the end. And there's only the one that I really want. I actually tried to repeat this, the third mission in this Flashpoint over 30 times last season just to try and get this one. Didn't get it. So disappointed. Right, where are they all anyway? At the moment we can only see the one Ostwar. There will be a reinforcement lance arriving at some point during the battle. Now the big problem with the monster Mac, you've got to be quite careful because it does have a habit of shooting your own units if you're in between it. So make sure you've got a clear line of sight for the monster so that its PPCs can hit whatever it's aiming at. Okay, we're just waiting for an enemy unit to take their turn. It'll be another one of the Ostwars that's currently hidden. And somewhere out there is a marauder lamb. I always think it's a bit harsh when you get shot before you even take a turn. At least it was only 24 points of damage. But it is strange not using my normal lances. Right, so starting with Khmer, can use field command. I am thinking we still have sensors offline, but I'm going to reserve her out this time because I really want to put down the airstrike first. Okay, we should now be having the marauder lamb taking its turn, which will probably take a little bit longer. No, it's another Otis Scout. Here it comes. Yeah, at this stage, I'm still taking more damage. Stop it now. Right, so we now have Fiona's turn. I'm going to immediately put her into air mode. She is in a stealthed mech. We're going to add a few pips by moving before we actually drop a strap on top of them. But first of all, I need to see where they all are, because if we can pick up more of them, then hopefully the airstrike will kill quite a few. So, as with most lambs, as soon as they take off, you've got to wait a few seconds for them to stabilise before you can move them. We take her all the way up here. She has got 9 evasion pips, so she should be quite safe from anything against it, and we should be able to see most units. At this stage, I can only see these 4. 4 will do. So if we carefully position the airstrike, can we pick them all up? No, I think we're going to miss the one down there, but we should be able to get the other 3. So if we aim the airstrike across this direction here, we should hopefully get 2 lots of shots at them before they take their next turn. Oh, except that one. It's initiative 15. I didn't spot that. Oh, and 17 as well. Has that walked outside of the airstrike zone? Of course it has. Let's see what we can do at taking them out. No, he's gone outside of the airstrike.
What can I do for you?
That's the only problem with airstrikes. You've got to position them carefully, and unfortunately, if you get it wrong, that happens. Now, these have handheld medium rifles. I wouldn't recommend using them because they have a habit of blowing up. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of the laser. The rifle is okay. Right, so we'll take this unit up here with ether. And let's have a look, what can we do for accuracy there? It's not great for this turn, so I'm not even going to try boosting my accuracy. All I'm going to do is turn the ER large laser off because it's going to overheat me otherwise. It'll be much easier next turn once we've actually got visibility with our sensors. Oh, there goes the Mach 2. It tore that Oster Scout apart. That's what we want him to do. For once an ally that's actually useful. Ah, you see, look at that. I mean, 4 ERPPCs and improved ATM 12. Yeah, there's not much that's going to stand up to that when it's shooting at it. It also has jump jets. Now, normally if you're in an urban environment, it'll be hopping from building to building like nobody's business. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same with Ajax, so moving up and targeting the same unit, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more on target, but we'll turn off the ER large laser because with the accuracy it's just not worth wasting it. And then Khmer is also going to take off in her unit, What has she got? She's got a handheld AP Gauss rifle. That's quite nice. It's only got 10 shots, so you have to be quite careful how you use them. She's also got a LAM hardpoint with Infernos and Vulcans. Now, Vulcans are strange. You've got to get the distance right. If you go too close, you lose accuracy. If you go too far away, you lose accuracy. So once the computer has finished working out where she's able to move, we should be able to go forwards. Here we go. I think we're actually going to go against this unit here just at the edge of the airstrike because we can get in behind it. Just waiting for it to finish calculating. That's about the right sort of distance for maximum Vulcan accuracy, although obviously with sensors offline it's not going to help a huge amount.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah, as I thought, not much damage this turn. Okay, so we've now got the second support lances coming in. That will be reinforcements, and it will be one of the Marauder Lambs this time. I actually thought we dropped with one, but it seems not. Okay, are we going to get an airstrike in? It looks like two are still within the zone, hopefully. One definitely. That's taken that scout out, and let's hope it can get the other one. Is it still within the zone? It's not. It just moved outside. It was much easier before they fixed the airstrikes. Now that they take so long to actually take a turn, you don't have to wait. Okay, so we've got 3 of our allies are about to move first. These 2 are on 16 and 15. All of our units are higher, so we should be able to take these last 2 out and then move to where we're expecting the second drop. Did that hit my own unit? Yes, he did. Oh, I wish they wouldn't use explosives like that so close to where I'm flying. And then we've got, what was that? That was the Stinger, wasn't it? So what have we got? We've still got another Stinger to take its turn. And where's the other unit hiding? Oh, it's there. It is in the fire. Now, even though these aren't flying, these little Stingers, even though they could, because they've got really long distance potential movements, it takes them forever to decide where they're going to move. And then the third Stinger Lamb from our allies has still got to take its turn. Hopefully it will also jump up behind that one and finish taking out its rear, because by now there's not going to be much armour left. There we go. We've already, yeah, the armour's completely stripped off. The right torso is badly damaged, and the left is still got a little bit of armour left. Here goes the Stinger. It's taking its move. Yep, as I thought, it's gone behind that one as well. So hopefully that will be a finish off. No, it didn't shoot.
Yes, Commander.
Right. So what have we got here? We've got cluster bombs. We've got arrows. I don't think we're going to waste any of those with Fiona, but what I'm going to do, because we're going to finish these off before they take their turn, I don't have any doubt about that. We'll go in close enough that we can get a really high accuracy shot. We're not going to waste the rockets because we'll use them on the reinforcements. Same with the cluster bomb and arrows, so hopefully one shot in the back. Oh, of course we hit a leg. Not quite where you want to manage. Right, same again this time. We've got the ATMs and the rifle. I'm not going to use the ER laser because well, may as well save them for the next turn. So let's find the optimal point to fire. So you can see the ATMs, if we were closer, the accuracy drops down to 58. But if we move all the way over here, 85%. So over we go. We're also getting closer to the next landing zone, so that's, you know, double win. We'll also use a handheld medium rifle, and that missed, but hopefully the ATMs will... Oh, it's still alive.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same with this unit, because it's got the same armament. Make sure we get the right distance. Also, be careful not to end up inside our own airstrike. That would be embarrassing, getting taken out by one of our own aircraft.
Targeting enemy backside.
That's more like it, and that one's down.
That's a kill.
Yeah, this mission is a lot easier if you're not doing it inside of an urban environment. So definitely recommend that. We could actually go in and kick this one. And if we go in behind, we can kick it and then hopefully shoot it with our weaponry and take it out of action. We'll turn the hardpoint off because there's no point using that up that close. Let's see if Fiona can get a good kick on this one. Was it Fiona, sorry, or... It was Khmer. Ooh, a couple of shots in the back there. It will now take its turn, but I'm hoping it will move away from me so that the Mach 2 doesn't accidentally destroy Khmer's unit. Uh-oh. I'm in the line of sight between the Mach 2 and that target. This could be dangerous. There we go, the Mach 2 has taken out another unit. Okay, that is the first lance now gone, so we're just waiting for the second one to appear. That will land here any second.
Guys? Those aren't our planes.
Yep. Oh no, I actually put myself in. Oh dear. Yeah, he's actually shot one of my allies up. My own airstrike. Oops. Okay, here comes the second grouping. This time we can see we have indeed got one of the Marauder lambs. You'll notice that these are all X units, so they would have actually been fighting the first four. We will still have one more lance appearing later on that will be fighting against these as well. Now the real key here is to take these out before they can shoot. So this turn they've just landed, so they cannot currently shoot us. We've still got to wait for our Stingers to take their turn, which could take a while. Let's look over here and see if they're actually starting their move yet. It's a good job they're not flying, because then they'd have even greater distances to travel, and they'd never get over there. Here we go. It's just turned on the spot. That's always useful. Sometimes your allies, you kind of wonder if they're actually worth having on the same side as you. Right, second Stinger. Let's see what it does. At least these two are actually in line of sight of the new unit, so hopefully they'll move over closer and start shooting. Now with the Wasp Lamb, of course, I have got the Arrow 4 and I have also got a cluster bomb, so if I can go behind these and drop it right in the middle there, we could do quite a lot of damage. And it looks like we'll get to move before they do, I think. Yeah, 21. Oh no, that one will go first. Ooh, that was quite a nice little bit of shooting from that Stinger Lamb. Okay, just waiting for the third one to take its turn now. And then we should get to go in. Do we have any above 22? We do not. So that scout will escape, but the other three at least can be targeted while they're still a tight group. Just waiting for this lamb to make up its mind where it's going to go. As you can see, it's exactly the same as the one that we've got on our side, that's currently being flown by Khmer. So it's got the two heavy lasers, the Lamb Hardpoint and the AP Gauss rifle. Here it goes, it's finally decided where it's going to move, and off it goes. Right next to the other one, and I would imagine a very similar... Yep, ooh, nice, it's broken through... He's actually broken through to the structure of that lamb that's about... the Ost that's about to take its turn. So now we have to wait for that one to take its turn, and then we will finally get to shoot back. Anyway, this is one of the special Marauder lambs. At the end of the battle, you could pick one of these guys up yourself. So it's a 70 or 75 ton lamb. It's quite a nice unit actually. I mean, you know, well worth having if you can get hold of it. So I'll use Field Command on Fiona. We have got the two different types of... I'm just trying to remember if they've got an AMS. If they don't have an AMS, it would be worth going in and trying to get... No, they don't. So we are going to use the Arrow 4. So again, we need to make sure we're far enough away to get good accuracy for it. Well, relatively good accuracy. I mean, as long as it hits something, it'll be absolutely fine. There we go, we've done damage to all of the units and managed to shoot that Osprey in the back.
I've got no ammo in multiple weapons.
Good to go.
Right, so here we go. We've now got our other units. Do I do this before they move or after? Because if I go now, the accuracy is going to be lower because they've got drop protection. Although that one hasn't, I notice, nor has the Marauder. So I think we will take ourselves over to here.
Double time.
Again, I'm not using the R laser because the accuracy is too low. But we're going to switch to high explosive and we're going to hopefully hit that Marauder straight in the back. Ooh, that was quite a nice lot of damage there.
Standing by.
We're going to do exactly the same with Ajax's unit, so round we go behind. High explosive straight into the back of it.
Putting one in the back.
Yep, we've broken through its armour, so
Go ahead,
it's not
Commander.
one more shot, and I think we've already got the Marauder Lamb down before it even gets to attack. Oh yeah, look at that, it's only got 47 structure left on the rear left torso. Now I'm wondering, I think Khmer might be too far away to actually get behind it. So I'll probably best wait him, because I would imagine it will turn around on its turn, so that I can get a good shot at it then. Okay, it is Khmer's turn now.
Reading you loud and clear.
Oh, we're so far away. I think we're just going to fly as close as we can, and maybe we can actually take this Autoscout up here. Oh, can we get it in melee? Probably not. I think we're just out of range. Let's have a look. Okay, we're still waiting for the computer to recalculate the movement. For some reason it's not letting me move. Come here, come on. We can do a jump, then that'll overheat me. Here we go. Right, we were going to have to sprint to get round back, and it's lost it again. It really doesn't like this unit. Okay, we're just going to go and move, because every time I try and sprint, it makes me recalculate the movement. Is it going to let me this time? Yay, it's finished calculating. There we go, let's move on in.
I'm moving.
Right, so I think we will just take out this Scout. We will do... there we go, nice little damage, and it's down.
Target eliminated.
Okay, so we're just waiting now for the monster will come in and take its turn. Did it just do that? Yep. And then we've still got the two last units to move before we can move on to the next turn. Yeah, as you can see, we still have to wait quite a long time because it's a lamb, and the Marauder Lamb will be taking an age to decide where to move. As obviously, if it reaches 45 seconds, it's just going to brace and sit there in mid-air like a sitting duck. Be quite happy with that, to be honest. Can't be much longer now before it decides where it's going to go. There you go, it just sat there in midair and braced, so it's a sitting duck ready to be shot next turn. And the final unit, the Ostwa, is taking its turn now.
No retreat.
So we can move on to the next turn.
Commander?
So this time we're going to go and finish off this Ostwa. Finish off this Marauder. Moving close enough. We've got really high accuracy this time because obviously it did not move. That was a silly thing for it to do. Are we going to use the ERPC? Yeah, we'll just make sure we use everything to take it out of the air. There we go, that's one unit down. So we've now only got two more units left in this group, and then I think at the end of this turn we're going to see another reinforcement lance appearing. All we're going to do with Khmer, we'll just move up a little bit, and then shoot this one in the back. It's not quite as good actually because it's in trees, but we were able to do decent damage. Okay, we'll move. Obviously her airstrike is ready, but there's no point using one at this point. So we're just going to go round the back.
Let's go.
I'm not going to... Oh yeah, go on, we'll fire a cluster bomb into it as well.
Firing on rear arc.
Unfortunately, we didn't hit with the laser, so that one is still up. And then what have we got here? We have got... I think if we're using high explosives, are they accurate from close range? They are. We'll use the ER laser again, so we'll just go in close and hopefully finish it off. There it goes. Just one unit left. Okay, we're now waiting for our allies to move. And here comes the first of the stingers. Let's see if these three between them can take out the little remaining Ostwar. I think they're faced the wrong way, mate. It's walked around there, and he's directly facing away from that one. Honestly, some of the choices the AI makes, you do have to wonder about this thing. Okay, second stinger. Let's see if it's actually going to be facing the right way and take a shot this time. He's not. He's also facing away from the target. Oh, classic. Okay, what about the third stinger? Third time lucky. Let's see if one of our allies can actually do something useful. Where is it? Is it that one over there or this one here? I can't remember which one's not yet moved. Here we go. And also running away from the target rather than shooting at it. Good job. Well, maybe the Mach 2 will actually do something. Anyway, this Ost Scout is about to take its turn, and it will probably shoot back. And then of course we've still got the Mach 2 monster, and that will take its turn, but I don't think it's going to easily get into line of sight of this little Ost Scout unless it moves into line of sight itself. Which it has. What a fool. Do you know, I think he's actually got him moved so that the Mach 2 can shoot it straight in the back from a raised position. That wasn't the wisest of things for the Op 4 to do there. Right, so as was said, we are going to get a third company arriving right here on the next turn. Okay, here we go. So we've got the third Lance dropping in, and we've still got the one unit left from the other. Now the advantage I've got here is I can use Fiona to drop an airstrike right where they're going to arrive. Now I'm hoping they're going to be facing towards sort of where the Mach 2 is standing. So let's see what happens. Anyway, Fiona is going to use field command. We'll bring them all in close because we're going to want them to destroy the new Lance. But not too close because we're going to put an airstrike on top of it. So let's see if we can hit this one from here. One more hit in the back, and he's not quite down. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm just trying to work out how many turns we got with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 phases to go. So I'm thinking I will use Fiona now, put the airstrike down, and it should go off pretty much as soon as these guys land. I'm going to keep it really tight on top of the zone, and you can see we're coming in from the bottom of the slope up in the hope that that's the direction they're facing. Okay, Ajax is going to come in and hope to finish off this thing, which will be one less phase to go before it gets destroyed. So we've got reasonable accuracy. Turn off the large laser. We need to get a bit of heat reduction here. Let's have a look. What else can we do? We will turn off one of the ATMs so that we're ready to take out the new Lance. There we go, and that's the Ost Scout down. I really hope this airstrike doesn't go off before they land. At least we've got the 2 planes, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, we're hopefully ours are going to be a little bit quicker because they don't have to decide about attacking. Instead, they can just run away as far as possible from where the next Lance is coming in. Wimps.
Waiting for orders.
Right, we're quite a long distance away at the moment with Ether, so let's bring him in closer. So we've got all of our units sitting on top of this hill ready to go and attack the final Lance. Again, it will probably have 3 Ost Scouts and one of the Marauder lambs again. Okay, the Mach 2 is really in close. God, I love that mech. I would so like to own it. Look at it. I mean, those guns on top are just amazing. It even has a special type of jump jet as well. We haven't actually got to see it jump because there are no buildings here. But, you know, if it did, you would know. Right. Oh no, here comes the first airstrike and they haven't landed. Oh, how embarrassing. Okay, well they're going to land before the second one, so at least we'll get one lot of shooting at them. Here they are. I was one turn too late. If I had moved the other way round, it would have been two lots of planes on them. Oh well, it happens. Okay, let's see. We've got Fiona's up next, so she'll fire off her field command. We're not going to take our turns because the thing is, they all have. I think. No, they don't seem to have drop protection, so I think it's safe to go around the back and start shooting them. Obviously not too close because we know we have got another airstrike incoming. Right, what's she got left? She's got cluster bombs. Am I just close enough for those? I am, so a cluster bomb into this Austin Scout should be really useful.
Taking the shot.
There we go, it's taken damage on all of those. And then when's the next plane coming in? Is it going to come in before they get to move? We've got the 3 units in our allies are due to move, all of the Stingers, and then hopefully, where is it? I can't see it. I think the airstrike must be one of these 2 here, and it looks as though it's going to be before those 4. So the good news is we are probably going to strike them down. If our Stingers ever take their turns. Come on, little guys. They're over here. Get back over that hill and start shooting. Oh, I do hope at some point they're able to fix the AI so it knows that with a lamb it can take off. It's almost seems a shame that when some of these lambs that start grounded, they stay grounded for the entire mission just because the AI can't use the take-off button at this stage. But probably you'll find if it did, it would go up and down all the time throughout the mission. Oh, nice shooting there, straight into the Marauder. Have we got... I think it's the other Stingers still. We don't have the other airstrike just yet because that one's certainly on 30. Where's the third one? Yeah, they're all on 30, so our airstrike is later on. And come on, little Stingers. Decide what you're going to do. This is the only problem when you have fast units, especially on the allies and the enemies. I mean, it's alright when they're your own, you just have to wait for it to decide where you can move, and we make much quicker decisions than the computer. Where's it going? Which one is it? Do you reckon this one? Or the one on the left? I reckon it's the one on the left first. I got 50-50, so it's like, you know, flip a coin. It's not, it's the one on the right. Yeah, if ever you take a bet against me, you're bound to win. Oh, it's also straight into another Austin Scout, 30 damage, that looks very nice. Okay, the final one needs to move, and then we're not far away from our airstrike, and then I'm going to bring my 3 in to finish them off, because the airstrike should hopefully do quite a lot of damage to the back, so we're certainly coming in the right direction. Come on, little guy. You can do it. I think this is the one that my last airstrike actually went and damaged it, because this damaged to the central torso. Oops. Well, that's the only problem with Fiona's airstrikes. They don't discriminate between allies and enemies. So I'm afraid if you're within that zone when it goes off, you're gonna get hit. Here he comes. I'm assuming he's probably going to shoot at that Marauder again, given the positioning. He's not even taken a shot. Right, I am going to reserve ether because I want to come in after the airstrike. Same with Ajax and Khmer too. Okay, we have got the Mach 2, I believe, or is it the airstrike coming in? I don't see the play. It's the Mach 2. He's taken a turn. Good, he's moving outside of the... he's not facing towards them. You can't shoot them facing that way. What are you doing?
Standing by.
Come on, airstrike, in you come. I can see it there. It's just waiting. If we keep reserving, we'll eventually see the airstrike coming in, and then we'll be able to finish them off. But it looks like 2 of them are going to move first. No. Oh, I really regret moving Fiona that one turn early. If I'd have used Ajax, it would have shot all of these in the back on the very first turn. Well, you can't sort of live in the past. Let's hope at least it gets 2 of them. Okay, that little Oster Scout is moving. Yeah, it's moving itself well out of the range of the airstrike. No surprise there. And then we're going to get another one taking its turn. Are we still ahead of those, or are they? Is it going to miss all of them and just shoot my one ally that's standing in the zone now? Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Where did that one go when he ran off? There he is, at the top of the hill there. We'll try and take him out, I think, as soon as we get a chance. Yeah, here comes another Oster Scout, skipping away from my... Yeah, straight out of the range of the aircraft. We're going to risk it. I think here comes the aircraft now, because there it is. Next on the list. Where is it? Hopefully it'll actually take out that Marauder. Here it comes. Oh, lots of damage to the rear of the Marauder there. It's broken through the armour. And the Ostwar is he down? No, not quite. But it's left those 2 as easy targets for me. And of course he's... Yeah. As I said, it doesn't differentiate between allies and enemies. So it went straight after them. Okay, we are now going to move in and we're going to see if we can finish off these 2 before they get their turn. I'm going to go and position myself in a line so that if I miss the Ostwar, I will then hit the Marauder, I believe. Okay, so Ether is now in position. What chance have we got? Ooh, that's quite low accuracy on both, but I think that will do. So we're going to fire without the large ER because it's just not worth it at that accuracy. Well, it hit the Ostwar. It did not destroy it. He's still up for another turn. So Ajax, can you finish it off for me? Let's have a look. Ajax is going to run around the back as well. Similar positioning. Let's see if he can finish it off with his missiles. Again, we're not using the ER laser, and that Ostwar is down. So that's 1 of the 3 gone, just the 3 left.
I'm out of LRM.
Okay, Camille, your turn. Now we know the Marauder took a lot of damage. She's got the Vulcans. Oh, where can I go that I can get better accuracy? That's about as good as I'm going to get. Okay, so Camille's coming around the back there. She's going to fire... Yeah, she's going to attempt to finish this thing off. It's taken a fair bit of damage into the central torso. Might not take much. We've got a couple of hits there, but not enough to take it down. Okay, the Marauder is going to take its turn, but obviously it cannot shoot because it's still on its landing turn. I can't believe that monster just walked up to the top of the hill facing away from the targets instead of turning to shoot them. But again, oh, I just want it so bad. Look at that. I mean, that's got to be one of the best looking super heavy mechs in the game. Right, come on then Marauder, take your turn and then we can kill you off next turn. At the moment we've got these 2 Ost Scouts hiding over here behind the hill. We should be able to easily reach them. Whether or not we can finish them all off in 1 turn, I'm not sure, but hopefully if our allies actually help us, we should be okay. Just waiting for this Marauder to work out where it's going. Is it going to hit the 45 seconds like the last one and just brace? I think it's looking likely. He did, he just braced. That's it, we can finish him off straight away. Okay, we're out of... what can we do? We're just going to shoot him from point blank range. I know we can't move after, but I'm hoping that that won't affect me. I'm going to aim at the CT as well because we want to make absolute certain he goes down. We'll also use Warlord. not leaving anything to chance here. Warlord aiming at the back. Let's take him down. And he's out. As I was saying, there's no point trying to save salvage from these guys because you will not get any salvage at the end of the mission. Okay, we have got Fiona next. So she's going to rush up the hill. Can we get any of these guys in rear? Yes, we can. We can shoot that one from the back. Decent range behind it. What have we got? We've still got a cluster ammo. Let's see if we can get it. Ooh, if the cluster misses, it's going to shoot a long way past. We're going to slightly overheat. We don't have a risk of the prototype heatsink blowing up, so we're taking it. Oh no, the cluster missed. It shot past them.
destroying my internal structure.
That's exactly what we didn't want to happen. Okay, the Mach 2 is firing its missiles at them, but unfortunately was not in line of sight to use its PPCs this time. Just turn that little bit last turn and you could have done it, mate. I'm not sure what guns I'd put in that, but I think something other than PPCs, it's got to be like something really powerful when you've got 4 massive cannons like that in place. Okay, here comes one of our little scouts. Did not reach them. Okay, so we have got some high explosive missiles left. If we move up, can we get... We could possibly get both here in this shot. I'm going to aim for the front one, and I will put on my ERPPC. We're also going to whack on Warlords so that we can hopefully hit some more. Let's see if we can destroy both in one go. Or none. No, yeah, we did a bit of damage. We blasted through his armour, so I'm happy with that. I haven't quite got the angle, I don't think, to have hit the one behind if I'd have missed the one in front. Okay, we've got one more of our stingers to move. Which one is it? 23. So yeah, it's this one here, sitting down the hill. Hopefully it will move up and actually do something useful. Here it comes. Where's it gone? Where did he go? He's over here. That's useful. Okay, or not. Right, so Camille, she has got an Inferno. She has got a chance to come up, and let's see if we can drop an Inferno on these guys, make them so that they can't do a lot for this next turn. There we go. Ooh, we've destroyed the front one. Have we taken out the back one as well? Not quite. We may have actually cooked one of our own pilots a bit, but no, not too bad. Oh, he's still going. What have we got? We've got the one more Stinger over here. Perhaps he can run up the hill and actually finish them off, or is he? No, he's going and hide down at the bottom as well. Allies. Oh, who'd have them? They're absolutely useless at times. At least the Mach 2 did take out 2 of the earlier units. Okay, so all we've got left to move is the Oscar Scout, and then next turn we'll just come in and finish him off, and that should be the end of mission 1. Now, next mission's really good. We're up against some units called BA Boyds. They are a type of lamb. They're a little bit like an Ajax. We'll actually be flying a specific Ajax. The only downside of them is they do massive damage, so you've got to be really careful and not get yourself in a position where they can get round behind you, because they will. Phantom and Evasion are vital against BA Boyds. Okay, we can't use the ER large laser this time. This thing does not have very good accuracy. We've done it, and he's down. And that's the end of mission 1.
Gotcha.
And look, some eyes. I guess I'm sort of fading back into consciousness. Are you okay, Commander? Darius saying, still here? Oh dear, Darius has started giggling again. So I think we're going back under the effects of the drugs. And as you can see, they want us to have a chat with them, so it looks like we're going back up to the Argo, but not the real Argo, because we're imagining it. Okay, 660,000 C-bill payment. As I was saying, yeah, the mechs are okay, not that it matters, because we're not using these guys again. Most importantly, the pilots are all okay. Right, so as I said, we do not get any salvage of parts. All we get is components from these missions. I'm sure there was something I saw last time that looked really interesting as a component, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Lamella is always useful because it's quite hard to get hold of. Oh, stabilized microlight gyro. They're always brilliant. Really tiny and decent pieces of kit. Now, standard torso mount cockpit, that's not worth having. LAM Endo TSM. I've only got the one of those, so we'll take that, thank you. And I think we'll just, oh, I don't know, we'll just take an ERPPC to finish off. Right, so let's move on back to the Argo, see what our next mission is. Okay, back in high orbit, some more delirious sort of imaginations. As again, there we go, some more of the Macross coming into this. Thank you, Coda, you've done an amazing job. Right, so what do they need? They need us to do an escort mission. We're going to be flying support. We'll be flying a special type of Ajax. We're against these BA Boyd robots, and you could even get a BA Boyd as your reward. They're really quite cool. But yeah, otherwise it's just a standard escort. So let's drop. Right then, second one is also rated 8 difficulty. For this one, we really need pilots that have got evasion and phantom. So as you can see, we have 4 of these Ajax VFH-10. I will try and show you what they look like when we've landed. As for pilots, who shall we take? There's no point bringing an airstrike because the BA Boyds are all over the place. We'll just take some of our pilots that have both evasion, which is this skill here, of escapist rather, +2 max evasion, -10 visibility, and phantom, which means that for 2 turns they become incredibly hard to hit. You'll notice I also have bandit on mine because, yeah, extra critical. It's always good. Is it worth taking hero? I am going to take hero. He obviously has the ability so that every one of his shots is actually going to be breaching, which is brilliant if you've got something that's got multi-shots and you want to tear something apart. And we'll take Jamie as well. Okay, let's deploy.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, it's time to drop. It's time to fight those BA Boyds. We're going to initially come up against 4 of them. So we will see up ahead of us. We have got the rendezvous so that we'll be able to pick up our team there so that we can escort them. But up ahead, in the trees, it's 4 BA Boyds. We have to be so careful with these. You still with us, Commander? Yes. And then we've got Yang trying to wake us and snap us out of this. Commander! Oh, honestly, don't drink strange drinks that somebody gives you when they're in something that looks like that. It's not a good idea. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the BR Boyds go first because they are dangerous little toads. And they're quite a far distance away, so if they can take their turn, hopefully we can then move in on them and take them out. The problem we've got on this first turn, of course, is that we don't have any sensors, but then neither do they. I'm quite glad I've got spawn protection here because these BA Boyds are really nasty. They do a surprising amount of damage. I can't yet... let's see, can we show you what they are? No, not yet. As you can see though, this is our Ajax. We've got 2 I-ATM-6s, we've got ER medium lasers, 2 of them, and we've got a medium pulse laser. We also have 2 LAM hardpoints, which I think come with Vulcans. We'll check that in a second once we're airborne.
It's okay, damage is light.
This time I'm a bit concerned about how much damage we're taking before we even get to take a turn. I didn't think they would be quite this accurate with sensors offline. All of the BA Boyds also have ace pilot, so you will notice they will move after they've shot. They're kind of cool though, aren't they? I mean, look at these guys with their jetpacks and stuff. I think that must be an AMS, judging by its colour. I think it is time to take off because I need more pips. So we switch into LAM mode. The IATM has EMPs, it's got high explosives and standard. These IATMs can fire in both streak and indirect mode. And then our LAM hardpoints has got bombs, fast cam and inferno, so not the best when you've got an airborne target. If we can drop them to the ground, we can overheat them with the infernos, but until then, not a lot I can do really. Right, I am going to put Phantom on straight away because it will protect me massively if they get to move first. We're going to run up, so we've got slight height advantage over this one. The other thing, I love these Ajax when they're in the air. I mean, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful airborne sort of appearance? Reminds me a little bit of Airwolf somehow. I know it doesn't really look like Airwolf, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. Anyway, we're going to use streak EMPs. We're not going to fire the pulse laser because I don't really want to overheat all that much. We're just going to use the EMPs and 1 medium laser at this point because the accuracy is too low. Okay, yes, they do have AMS, but at least we hit with some of the ECM.
Standing by.
Sorry, some of the EMP, so that will make it harder for them to fight back next turn. We're going to do exactly the same at the one down there. So straight away, Phantom on for Hero. Now Hero, of course, is the pilot that's able to shoot and get every one of his counters breaching.
No shooting, just running.
But the accuracy is just not there this turn. So again, I'm going to turn off most of my lasers because I don't want to overheat. We'll fire some EMP at him, which at least, okay, none of them would have hit, so none fired because they use streak mode. Right, we're going to try exactly the same with Harkonnen and Jamie in a second, because we want these to at least have been hit by a couple of EMP rockets, so they're a lot less effective next turn. Ah, here we go, there's another BR Boyd over in the distance there. It's done a little bit of damage to Gremlin's Ajax. Come on then, let me move Gremlin now. It's time for you to do your little ace piloting thing, and then it's my go. Oh, he jumped. That's never actually a very good idea to do. If you're, most of the time, if you're flying a lamb and you jump, you massively risk overheating. So just don't do it. Okay, Gremlin is also putting Phantom on. She's running up ahead. Now that one that jumped should be slightly easier to target maybe. So we're going to run across to this side here. Got 7 pips, that's not too bad. Obviously we don't have affinities with these, which is a shame. But yeah, we'll just turn off most of the lasers and let's see if we can hit with an M. Nope, none of them fired, so none of them would have hit. It doesn't really matter. I mean, this turn we don't have sensors, so without sensors your accuracy is absolutely shot. But at least we'll start the next turn with all of our pilots with Phantom and 7 pips, I think, for everyone. We'll come across here next to Hero, and we'll once again try and hit this one with some M.
Target confirmed.
No, none fired yet again. Well, at least one of them has been hit, but hopefully we'll get to move first on some of our pilots before they do. This first team of BA Boyds is actually one of the areas that a lot of people fail on, because if you don't have the speed, if you don't have the evasive pips, these guys will just tear you apart. We've still got the one at the back to take its turn, but it now has to face us with no sensors and when we've got Phantom on, so we should be fairly safe. Just have to wait for it to choose where to go. Oh yeah, we know exactly what lambs are like now. But I mean, they're quite nice looking units, aren't they? When we've got our sensors on, hopefully I'll be able to show you what they're actually kitted out with in stock. I have had one of these in the loot box before, and I've also had one of the Ajax. These Ajax are probably one of the best units. I would rate them above the Marauder as well. Of course, not the Mach 2. I mean, that monster, it's got to be the best thing you could possibly ever get from the loot box. Right, what initiatives have we got? We have got, oh dear, we've got one of them's going to go before most of my units. And then it looks like we will have a chance to take some of them out before they get to take me out. Thankfully the one with initiative 20 is the one that got hit by the EMP, so it won't be as effective. There you go, he only managed to hit Hero twice, so that's job done. Right, Hero is up first. He's the one that, if he shoots, everything counts as breaching. I'm just thinking, what can we do? We want to get maximum movement out of him. We'll try and gain a little bit of height by standing on top of there. If we bring the... Oh, do I want to do this? If I bring my escorts out, are they going to be helpful or a hindrance? I think we will just skip past that for now, because I don't think we want them to be shot apart before we get a chance to take these guys down. Right, this BR Boyd in the background is my best bet by the look of it, because it's highest accuracy. It's not great, but it's better than nothing.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Oh dear, I say not great.
Negative damage.
Not one hit. I probably shouldn't have brought Hero after all. He doesn't have the accuracy of my other Ronin. Okay, we're going to move up to here with Gremlin. It's only going to be evasion 5, so it's not the best. But hopefully we can actually hit this thing in the back. We're going to leave both of the IATM on. We're going to put them in high explosive mode, which should be higher accuracy, and let's see if we can take it down. quite a bit of damage there. It looks like he's lost evasion, so we should be able to come across... Oh dear, that was a big hit on Gremlin. 31 points of damage.
That one was a bad one right there.
Right, anyway, this BR Boyd has lost evasion. So if I can bring Harkonnen in, I should be able to finish it off before it gets its turn. And then we still have this one here, but Jamie's going to have to fight it afterwards because it will move before Jamie. Problem is, I think it's going to go around behind Jamie or one of my others and try and shoot them from behind. I mean, this is classic lamb fighting. The whole situation, when you're flying a lamb, they've got 360-degree arc of fire, so you fly them to get behind the targets to take them out at their weakest point. It often puts you in a dangerous position as well, because if you fail, they can then do exactly the same to you. Okay, that one... Oh no, that was just using Ace Pilot, that's fine. Right, Harkonnen, can you get up behind that one? Yes, we can get behind it if we move to here. It looks like we are going to be... Yeah, it looks like we're good. I think if we put everything on, we should take this thing out of action. Yes, one of the BA Boys is down.
What a waste.
I still haven't actually tried to show you what it's got, have I? Can I see any of them? No, I don't have sufficient sensors. Okay, where's the one that's still going? It's this one here is still to take its turn. And like I said, I'm expecting it now to go behind one of my units, so this is where I could easily lose one of my own Ajax. They're really, really at risk. Where's it going? Still deciding. Hopefully it'll actually run out of time. That would be best of all if it gets to 45 seconds and then just braces. At times like this, I kind of hope or wish I'd actually got an older computer like I used to, because, you know, you would just have almost all of these just timeout brace. It's like, yeah, easy targets. But unfortunately, I did upgrade, and so, yeah, my computer has time to work out what they need to do now. Having said that, he's getting very close to the timer, and he's just braced, that's it! Okay, that's going to make him an incredibly easy target, because he has not moved, so we should have maximum...
Roger.
A maximum chance there to actually shoot him in the back. We're going to put everything on, switch to high explosives, and let's see if we can take him down in one go. Ooh, it's broken through his structure, it's done some quite bad damage. He should be down next turn. However, he has got the first initiative. No! The one that I was hoping to take down before the others, but it looks like the other one at the back here has as well. He's too far away to easily get close to... Oh no, he isn't. He could just jump behind and hit Harkonnen. He's gone for Jamie. Okay, Jamie's okay. He only got a glancing blow.
Barely a scratch.
You've got to remember this turn, Phantom is still active. I think. Am I miscounting my turns? I think Phantom's still active. We'll find out sooner enough. Okay, it looks like the one we just shot has already shot back straight away, but you see these come with these hand ER large lasers. It's misfired, it's damaged itself. So that's that energy weapon there, is now out of action. Oh, look how close we came to taking them down. 13 points of structure left. I should have probably done an aim shot straight to the central torso. Okay, our main target has to be the one that's left on 40. He's overheated. And he's killed himself. Thank you, VR Boyd. Oh dear. Overheated, killed himself, dropped dead from neural feedback. That's what you want to have happen. Right. Oh, sometimes you've got to love AIs. Okay, so I'm going to move up behind this target here with Harkonnen. We've got pretty good accuracy, but we will risk overheating ourselves. We don't want to do that, so I'm going to turn off... Oh, I'm gonna have to turn off everything this turn because I'm not going to be able to risk overheating. Okay, that was quite a lot of damage to his rear with the missile, so I think if we bring somebody else behind, we should be able to finish him off now. So in we come with Jamie. We'll do exactly the same, turning off his lasers because we do not want to overheat. We're going to fire streak high explosives. Oh, he's still not down.
Commander.
He's still not down, but we've still got 2 more pilots to go, so Gremlin is coming up behind as well. Oh, I was wrong about the Phantom. It's currently not active, and they still missed. Right, okay, so same again, lasers off so we don't overheat. Let's just fire those high explosives into his back. Is it enough? No, not quite. He's knocked down. Is he going to die? Oh, what do we do with Hero?
What's up, boss?
Now the problem is this thing's on the ground. I don't know. No, what I'm going to do with Hero, I'm going to take it behind. You know, I'm going to have to try. There's not a lot else I can do. I'm going to have to try and take it out when it's on the ground. But if we do that, we're going to be shooting at it from the front where it's got no. I think what we're going to do is, well, I'm so confused. Right, we're just going to move behind the other one and shoot that one from the back. I think, because if we take this one, the other one's going to be much higher accuracy. Okay, we'll just aim for the head and hope that at least one of these hits. It didn't. But he's going to be standing up and he's probably going to shoot Hero now right in the back. Oh, I should have probably reserved. I don't know. It's such a shame. I didn't want him to actually get knocked over, because if he'd have stayed in the air, he would now be very dead. I don't know if there's much difference between dead and very dead, but you know what I mean. Is he going to overheat at least? He hasn't taken off again. That's interesting. Right, we get to go first. We have got... Oh, Hero's the only one who gets to go ahead of this BR Boyd here.
Talk to me.
Not Hero, sorry, Harkonnen. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in closer. We're going to put Phantom back on. And let's see if we can hit him with some EMPs. Because at least if we've got him with an EMP or two, it's going to make it harder for him to fight back.
Should have watched your positioning.
No, we didn't. Not one hit.
Damn it all.
Yeah, indeed. Damn it all, says Harkonnen. Well put. Okay, it looks as though we're going to have one of the BA Boyds going first, the one that's in the air, and then we will have the chance to take this one out of action with both Gremlin and Jamie before we have to finish turning our attention to the other BR Boyd. So what's it going to do? Is it going to just time out and hit the 45 second? It looks as though it's a bit confused at this point in time because it's still standing there. Still can't see what they've got on board them, which is a shame. Well, like I was saying, we know that they've got the energy, is the handheld ER large laser. They've got missiles, they've got another energy weapon, and they've got some ballistic. That has that one been damaged, or is it? I think that's the AMS. I think the AMS on that one is currently out of action. Okay, who's he shooting at? Not so bad. It's only glancing blows on Jamie. We can survive that. Right, so who have we got next? We have got Gremlin. I think if we move behind here with Gremlin, again we're going to go and put Phantom on so that in case that last one gets a turn before the next turn, we still get to do something. So we will... Yeah, we'll just finish this one off. I'm sure this will be enough. There it goes, and it's down. Okay, my last two pilots can focus now on the final target. I'm thinking we might actually think about picking up our escort in a second, because we're not far away from being able to do that.
Aye, aye.
Okay, so Jamie is now trying to shoot from behind. We're going to hit it with EMPs if we can, just because it will make it that much harder to shoot back. If we can ever... I mean, I know they're only 20% accuracy, so only a 1 in 5 chance of firing. But you got to hope, haven't you? We'll do the same with Hero as well.
Moving to position.
I think I actually forgot to put Jamie... I think I forgot to put his Phantom on. Oh dear. Right, then Hero, let's see what you can do. We'll go for high explosives. I'm assuming that when its AMS goes, that might get it close to overheating. Right, Harkonnen, you're up first. Moving in.
Roger that.
We are going to try... We're going to try the EMP again, because we really do need him not to be able to fire back. No missiles again! Okay, we get a chance at least to put Jamie's Phantom on. We're just going to shoot from point blank. I'm hoping these guys have got ace. I didn't actually think to check. Here goes. Has it taken him down? Not quite enough. It certainly removed his evasion, but it's the BA Boyd's turn, and my units do not have ace. So Jamie is a sitting duck. What have I done? That was a silly assumption. I should have actually checked to see what they had in their head slot, and it's just a small advanced. Ah, what a mistake. Hopefully he won't have Jamie in his line of sight, or he will overheat. Ouch. Yeah, I deserved that. I deserve to be hit hard there.
You're gonna regret that.
That was my own stupid mistake.
Receiving you.
He's so close to overheating now. I am actually gonna put Hero straight in to pick up the escort at this time, because I think they might be able to help us take him down. And is he down? Is it enough damage? Oh, not quite. Ah, LRM-20 he has. We know that because it's now gone and critted him. Still can't see what else he's got. And Gremlin, she also gets a turn before we're finished. Let's see if this is enough to take it down. We've got really good accuracy. I think this will be more than enough. And that's the last one of the first BA Boyds out of action. Right, so we've now got our escort. We've got all aircraft. I've not had that before. What have we got? Let's have a look. We have, and Yang is still trying to. I don't know why are we hearing from Yang? Aren't we in some sort of delusion? Okay, what have we got? We've got an Igor. We've got a Yasha interdictor. Oh, very nice. An Ifrit Feodan. Oh, look at what they've got. Nice little bombs there. That could hurt the next lot of BA Boyds. Right. It looks like we have got full control over the escort, so we're just going to move up slowly using our normal mechs just to remove any of their instability. Next turn they can sprint if they need to. Whereas of course if we sprinted now, even though it's a free turn, we would not lose the instability. So it's always worth doing that after you've been in a firefight, if you've then got a couple of turns of quiet. Okay, that's too far apparently. They're probably not going to be able to move very far, even though they are fast little units. Do you know, I've never had an escort mission where it's aircraft before.
Don't need to tell me twice.
That's always nice having a first, isn't it? Okay, so where we need to escort them to is here. The edge of the map is around here, and this will be where the next set of BA Boyds will appear. So let's start moving forward with our units. At least we've got some really fast escorts, so we don't have to hang around for, you know, for 20 turns or something silly while they slowly crawl towards the extraction zone. We just have to make sure that we find out how far they can move, which probably isn't very far at all. It's like we're getting closer and closer to where they're currently standing. Can you guys move forward at all? Okay, to there.
Commander, moving out. Coordinates received.
Where else can we move? Let's see if we can move a bit further forward. No, not yet. I'm hoping that we'll actually be able to make some quite good use of these guys, because like I'm saying, they've got some really nice weaponry. I don't think we can move them into the extraction zone yet. I mean, technically we could, but they're not going to be able to reach it because they have to move too far. Next turn, I would think we'll be able to. Who's the one in the back? Oh, let's take this one. It looks like this one's the one that needs to go the furthest. How far can we have to take him? Only to there. Oh, we might still need one more turn to get them all home. In the meantime, I'm going to bring my Ajax up the top of the hill, so they've got a really good elevation change over the enemy, so that if they need to shoot them from a long distance, they can.
Ready for orders.
There's no point in going in the other direction because I know exactly where they're all going to appear.
Copy that.
So there we go, we've got all of them into position. We're now bringing these guys slowly home.
Moving out.
Once we can work out where they can actually move to. Okay. Right, so what will happen as soon as we've got the first one home, we will find that the next enemy lance will appear. So here goes, let's see where they appear.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
So as expected, we now have another 4 BA Boyds have just landed on the battlefield. They're all currently grounded. Are they going to take off? No, they're all staying grounded. Excellent. That'll make them a lot easier to target. And there we go, we can finally see what they've got. They come with the large improved heavy laser, an LRM-20 clan version, a handheld ER large laser, and an AMS. And it looks like that first one is actually arrived damaged, because its hand laser is damaged and its LRM is damaged. That one's LRM is out, and that one. Excellent. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to move in with our remaining units here, because we need them to get extracted. And then we're going to work out where to use our Ajax to see if we can take these guys out. I'm hoping I can reach... There we go, we can. I was a little bit concerned then we wouldn't be able to actually reach there with all 4 of them in one go. So as soon as all 4 are in the extraction zone, he says, I'm not going to be able to reach it anyway, am I? I don't think I can place the last one inside the extraction zone. I think it's going to be just outside when that gets in there. Yes, it is. Okay, it shouldn't matter too much because we should be able to come in from the top and destroy these BA boids. We're going to move ourselves up so we've got high pips.
Confirmed.
And then when it's our turn we can just sprint down the hill at them and hopefully nuke them in their backs.
Follow my lead.
The elevation change means that they're going to really struggle to shoot me at the top of the hill here. It does look as though I did manage to get all 4 in. Excellent. I wasn't sure if that was over the line or not. Okay, they have all taken off. Now, do we get decent accuracy if we try shooting them now? Let's have a look. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. If we go in really close, what do we get? Yeah, I'm setting for that. We've got 5 pips there. We're going to make sure that we put Phantom straight on because we don't want to be shot by them. And I think we'll turn off the ER lasers at this point, and we're just going to try hitting them with streaks, with high explosive streaks. Oh yes, engine crit, land flight systems crit, land flight systems destroyed. That was a good hit on that BA Boyd. So Phantom again for Jamie. Where can we bring him to do the most damage? Now these 2 are just outside of the bound, so I can't actually get close enough to do much to them. You notice here I can hit this particular one. Again, yeah, we're going to turn off both of the ER meat. We'll leave the pulse laser on. We can't at this point use any of these weapons. It's kind of funny, isn't it? They give us all these extra weapons and we can't touch them. Well, we got 4 hits on his back, so that's better than nothing. I'm tempted at this point. I think we'll try and take out the one with the 11 initiative because I think we can do that before it gets to take its turn. But I don't think we've got a hope of getting the others yet. Let's see if we can finish it off. Have we done some damage? Is it down? It's down! That's one of the 4 down before it even got to take a turn. That's what we're looking for. Now unfortunately this one, I cannot possibly put Harkonnen in a position to shoot it because I would need to go over the line. So instead I'm just going to put Phantom on and I'm going to reserve Harkonnen's turn out. We still of course have all of our units over here, but they currently have high pips, so I do not want to use them until these 3 have moved. If I do, it risks them being shot. Okay, there's the first of their BA Boyds, has now moved. Did not shoot, that's interesting. So, like I'm saying, I'm not going to risk it because otherwise I lose my initiative and then I can get shot. If I wait, I can still fire with all 4 of these before they get removed from the battlefield.
Standing by.
So we've now got the last 2 BR Boyds will move. This one's already been badly damaged and this one obviously is still outside of the battlefield, so I cannot do a thing to it. Well, I can't get behind it at least, which is where I really want to be to shoot it. Question is, are any of them going to use up all their time instead of actually moving? Now the last mission is a fun one. it's a base destruction that we're going to have to do, and all we get is 4 battle armors, and we have 2 lances of mechs and 4 turrets to fight and a base to destroy. What? But I'm going to use Fiona's new ability, which is going to make it, I hope, ever so easy. And then I would expect that at some point they'll probably go and block Fiona's ability working in that one. I hope not, because, you know, you've got to use all the tactics available to you, right? Anyway, so what do we have? We had Gremlin was a bit badly damaged there. We can now use
Got your back.
Harkonnen to take this unit out. This one's the one that's already got the bad damage back. What we don't want is to stand still, however. I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to bring Harkonnen down here, and we're going to shoot at this one that hasn't yet been damaged, because if we take it out of action now, it's going to be much easier for next turn. That was a fair amount of damage done to his back, so that's absolutely brilliant. Okay, the final BR Boyd is now moving in. Where's it going and who's it shooting at? It hasn't shot anyone. Brilliant. Okay, right.
Good to go.
So as soon as these guys have finished their turn, they will be removed from the backfield. This one has got LRMs with... It's got multi-missile systems, so how accurate can we be against these targets? We've got 55% on this one. We'll just fire... it will fire them at that. Hopefully we get some hits. We got a few hits. Everything counts. If we can remove its evasion, it will help my Ajaxes to finish it off. What have we got here? Quad missiles. The bombs are going to be useless. The tandems could be nice. Right, we're just going to attempt to shoot that one because we can't shoot any others, and hope we don't take down our own unit.
Time to die.
Oh, that's a lot of damage, that BR Void. It looks like it's just lost evasion as well.
Commander. Waiting for orders.
I don't think it matters if they're out of SRMs. We've got 2 anti-air missiles as well. What else we got? Light AC5 in flak mode. Oh, this should be a really high accuracy. 99%. Look at that. Let's take this one out of action. A lot of people don't realise if you use flak mode for a weapon against a LAM, it gives you the massive accuracy that you would get. So, you know, people often say, well, how on earth can I beat these LAMs? They're really impossible to beat. They're not. You just go in, that one can't shoot. So you don't, or can it move forward? I don't think it'll let me. Yeah, all you do, you bring anti-aircraft weaponry with flak mode for say, autocannons or LRMs, and the accuracy just races up against against LAMs. They're not that hard to take down, honest. Just try it. Right then, what have we got? We have got one on initiative 18, one on 14. The 14 is badly damaged in the rear, and so is the 18. Jamie is up first. We're just going to move him in nice and close and hopefully finish this one off.
All in behind me.
We've only got the 2 BR Boyds now to finish, and then we'll have finished this mission. So at this point I don't mind about overheating, so we're just going to fire everything we've got out. And there he goes, another BR Boyd down.
What a waste.
Just the one to go, and like I said, it doesn't matter if we overheat, because it's going to be mission over in a few seconds. Same with Ajax, firing everything we've got, street Kai explosives, ER lasers. Let's see what we can hit him with. Oh, we've broken through and started to do some damage, but not quite there. Gremlin's turn. Can she finish it off, hopefully?
Confirmed.
So once again, oh look at this accuracy, is just shot right up because we've gone and broken through its armour. We're out, and that's a shame, we are out of high explosives on her, so we'll just use the EMPs instead. And he's down, I think. No! He survived that! How did he survive that? Come on, hero. Over to you. Last chance on this turn to finish them off. This will be where it's stack pole, but it shouldn't matter. Right, I still have high explosives left. We've got 99% on most shots. This has got to finish them off. There's like nothing left. So on to mission 3. There we go. Mission over.
Mission successful.
I would imagine we're going back up to the Argo, and they will once again try and wake me up. Okay, we've made a small loss in sea bills, not a problem. And let's see what we pick up. Okay, so these, as we know, are pretty useless because they've got a massive misfire chance. I don't know why. I don't think you'd ever want to use those. Is there anything of worth that I can pick up here? We could get some more LAM Endo TSM. And we'll pick up the heatsink just because it's worth quite a bit of money. Okay, moving on. Okay, we are back in high orbit. They're once again going to be trying to break me out of my drug-induced haze. So let's see, what does he want this time? Again, more Macross stuff. Absolutely brilliant. The reflux point is just up ahead. Oh, fantastic. That's the base. So we need to go in, we need to take out the base, and they will give us 4 battle armors. What? Yep. Okay, Derelict, next one, Derelict 3, it shows as 8 difficulty, but before we do that, we're just going to recover our pilots because we need them without fatigue. So we start Derelict 3 now. Again, there's not really a lot of point in taking salvage because all we're up against is 2 lances of 3 fleas and a crab each, plus of course the 4 turrets. Actually quite a lot to fight against when you're using little tiny 6-ton battle armors. And I can see you all thinking, what are they making us do? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in pilots that have all got, again, Escapist and Phantom, because it makes these little battle riders much harder to hit. These all do have Hargel, so they're a little bit better at surviving than you might think. And for the last one, this is the secret weapon. We are going to bring, where's she gone? We're going to bring Fiona, and I'm hoping her airstrike will be able to take out the base without us even having to go in there, so we can just run straight for the extraction point. Let's drop. Looks like it might require... Well, what am I supposed to do? It's like that's all you're giving me.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, we're dropping now. These aren't any normal little battle armors. These are Sea Riders. These can actually transform into bikes. So, as you can see, we've got a base with turrets, with lots of buildings. We've got to take it out. We've got a lance of mechs already here. We're going to have another lance of mechs arrive when we get close to the base. So it's a lot to do.
Good to go, Commander.
Now, as I remember, the extraction point is somewhere up here on this hill. Unfortunately, it looks like a night mission and we've not got particularly good vision.
Ready for orders.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to immediately... How do we transform these guys nowadays? I see. These have changed since I used them last time. They've got more weaponry, which is interesting. They've got... here we go. The Sea Rider convert button. A lot of people don't even spot this, so let's look in close and see what they do. As you can see, they are currently in infantry form. So if we convert them, they get on little bikes. Hey, how brilliant is that? Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to make a run straight for the exit point. Fiona is going to strafe, so I want her to do this now rather than next turn. What we're going to do, we're just going to plant this straight over all of the buildings so that hopefully we can take a whole bunch of them out on the first airstrike. Now unfortunately it does mean Fiona has sat still for this turn, but we're not yet seeing the enemy, so it should be okay. We'll switch that one to Sea Rider mode as well for the Jamie. When they're in Sea Rider mode, bike mode, they can move quite a bit faster, he says. I mean, they also have little jump packs so they can move. It used to be battle armors could go and brace, but they can't do that anymore, but they could at least still use the trees for cover. But you can see, look at that movement. We've got 6 sprint, we're able to get all the way over there. And then they can get in the trees as well. For my next turn, because I'm in battle armors, I will almost certainly have the first initiative. So at that point I will put on phantoms so they don't get shot. Thankfully, Fiona was the furthest up the road, so she doesn't have very far to go to catch up, but she has got a little bit of work to do.
Aye, aye.
Okay, it's going to be... The turn will start properly in a second. We've obviously got our aircraft coming in that I'm hoping to just take out this base. Normally, if you don't have Fiona's ability, you have to make your way up this path. You have to fight the first lance of mechs as they're coming up here, which is quite difficult. Key tip, these little battle armor are really, really dangerous in melee. Does it actually show me? It doesn't, unfortunately. But if you try and kick someone in melee, oh, there you go, 97 points of damage. You can take the legs off these fleas in one kick. But anyway, yeah, if you did that, you would normally come up the side here. You would then have to split into 2. One to take out the turrets on this side, one to take out this turret. The 2 over here, after they've taken out that turret, would jump over and take out the next turret, while these 2 would go around the back and destroy this turret before taking out the base. While they're inside, none of the enemy can get you. You then break out, and you have to make your a run for it up to the extraction point, which is, I think, here. What we're doing is we're just going straight for the extraction point. It's kind of feels like cheating, but hey, you know, I don't mind. So where is it? It's over there, so I'm thinking we just go into the trees here because we still haven't seen the enemy.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
Right, there they are. So we do have a flea here, we've got another flea here. I am going to put Phantom on... No, I'm not going to. I'm going to put Phantom on next turn. I think we're okay for this turn, even if we get shot at.
Standing by.
Obviously Fiona did not have any evasive pips because she had stood still, so it's nice to be able to move before any of they do. We're making use of the cover in the trees. These guys do have really effective hard gel, so even if they take some damage from missiles from the turrets, they will be okay.
Ready to run.
I'm also hoping that as soon as the airstrike comes down, it's going to take out enough buildings that we can immediately see the extraction point. And then not just that, that we won't even have to bring in the second lot of enemy mechs, because we're not going to get close enough to the base for them to actually spawn. Right, let's see what happens now. Here we go. You can start to see the turrets are in place as well. They're only little turrets. I mean, we've got what have we got? We've got a light LRM turret. I don't know what the others are. As for the enemy mechs, ooh. Okay, we have taken a little bit of damage. That should all fully repair. That's only depending which sections have been hit. There is a crab somewhere around here as well.
Enemy structure.
Here we go. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen.
Enemy structure eliminated.
My airstrike is going straight in and taking the base out without me even having to get near it, which is making this last mission so much easier than before. Well, the second plane when it comes across is definitely going to finish off these buildings because a lot of them are badly damaged now. We've already taken 2 out of the 4 that we need with just this first strike, so this is going really well. Make that 3 buildings already gone. I should have extended it slightly to have picked up those 2 turrets, but you know, I can do that next time. Oh, we've nearly taken down 4, and this turret is being shot at as well. That's interesting, the turret actually shot my aerospace fighter. I've not seen that happen before. Okay, so you can see Gremlin has fully repaired using her hard gel, and there's the crab. I knew there was one over there somewhere. I think, because I want to make absolute certain I know where the extraction point is, I'm going to reserve out a little bit until my second aircraft has gone across, because we can see it coming across on the next pip.
Roger that. Holding.
So here it comes. It didn't take out the LRM turret, which I was half expecting it to, but it should take out those last 3 buildings. That's it.
Time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to mention this to Akodo because I'm afraid I think it's cheating using Fiona's ability on this mission. Not that I'm complaining. As you can see, 1 base completely destroyed. I haven't even had to get near it. Haven't had to fight anything. Yep. Is it going to take out the turret, or is that it? Has it destroyed it? Yes, we've got rid of one of the turrets as well. So I think with the next airstrike while we're making our escape, we should be able to take out the remaining 3, because they look as though they're in a pretty good line. As I thought, this is where we have to extract, so we just need to reach there. How on earth do we get there from here? Looks like we're going to be doing some jumping up the top. Ooh, that crab has done some quite nasty damage there to Gremlin. We need to put our Phantom on right now. Okay, so here we go. Actually, we're not going to put Phantom on this turn because, of course, next turn we will get the first initiative, I would have thought. We're going to get just into range of that one there, so that then we can shoot it. Normally you would save all of your missiles for when you're inside the base to make sure you can take down those turrets fast. But hey, the turrets are gone, so we don't care. So we may as well just use them on the enemy. At least when they're in the bike mode, they're really fast, so they get a nice lot of pips.
Yes, Commander.
How many turns have we got? We've still... Oh, I think next turn she might be able to use her ability again. We will use Field Command, which will up our initiative even more so that we can ensure we get Phantom in place before it's our turn to move next turn. Or before it's their turn to move, I should say.
Commander.
Anything to stop us being shot is always good. Right, let's see if we can move into position with Gremlin so that she can shoot them. I'm just wondering how on earth we can get up this slope. It looks like there is an exit point there, so we're going to have to probably go that way, but then I think we will hit the spawn from the other set of units at that point.
Talk to me.
But at this time, all we really need to do is to get out, because the base is down, we're fully intact, and it's going really well. Now you have to remember, I did this mission using the hard mode before, like
Okay,
over 30
Dave.
times, just to try and get that back too. So, yeah, I'm not
got
doing
your
that
back.
again. Okay, so we're going to now put Phantom on so that we're able to get clear of these guys. I'm just wondering if it's worth going there and then jumping up. I think so. We're going to go into the tree line,
Roger that.
and then we're going to try ascending using jumps in a second. If we can take one or two of these out of action, all the better. I mean, they're only fleas, so they can't take much damage
That
before they're down,
was
I'm
a
sure.
critical hit, lad. My flamer is out of fuel.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, her strafe is available. Now, the problem is, I don't think... Yeah, I can get to the back there so that she's at least a harder target, so that's okay. She doesn't have Phantom unlike the others, but I'm sure she'll be able to be fine. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we take down these turrets, I think, because they are still a slight problem for me. So if we start across here and ensure that we cover all three under the circles, then that should be 3 turrets down.
Right here.
Gremlin also will put Phantom on and move into the trees for protection.
Full
Now I'm a
speed
bit
sounds
concerned here. If I
good.
shoot, I may well hit Harkonnen. Oh, well, I'll just try it anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, Harkonnen. 60 points damage to Harkonnen, 12 to the flea. Oh dear, no, 90 points damage to... What am I doing? I'm more dangerous to my own units than they are. Right, it wouldn't be the first time, I'm sure.
Sprinting.
Okay. Right, so now the enemy are going to get their turn. We will also have the airstrikes coming in a second to take out the turrets. Just wondering, is there a back route we can go? 'Cause if I get too close to the base, I risk them spawning
My
the
armor's in
second
bad
lot of
shape.
mechs. I'm thinking that I've got to go up this here somewhere, so I'm just going to have to jump. Oh, I really wish I hadn't shot Harkonnen. He's in really bad
Barely
state
seeing
now.
my armor.
I'm losing a lot of armor here.
Okay, here comes the crab, so that's the most dangerous unit they've got. He's just gone and shot one of his own fleas in the back. And quite
Reporting
badly damaged it.
Heavy damage.
Yeah, damage wasn't due, so don't worry, Gremlin. Is that one going to shoot the flea in the back as well? No. Ooh, Harkonnen's taken a bit of a battering from those turrets, but those turrets will be out of action when my planes come in, and here it comes. Hopefully we'll take out all 3. Okay, the first turret is taking quite a bit of damage. It's out of action. Excellent, that's 1 LRM gone. Another LRM is looking as though it's going to be taken down. Yep, it's gone. Just 1 more turret left up. Hopefully the plane will get that one too. Okay, he's taking pot shots at the buildings that hadn't been destroyed last time. Okay, and the turret. Is it going? No, not quite, but we know we have a second plane coming across, so that one should finish that turret off. Right, I have to be especially careful with Harkonnen because they have taken a lot of damage. What I'm going to need is to get him out of the way. So, what can we do? They can actually ride straight up this hill. Fantastic. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to ride straight up the hill. He's sitting in a tree, so I think he'll be okay.
I copy.
Can we're going to bring Gremlin to here because then she'll be the main target. I know that's not necessarily a good thing, but you know, she's in a better state than Harkonnen. The problem we've got here is that Fiona
Moving at a sprint.
cannot reach a Nook and Jamie. They can't reach tree line, but if they're moving far enough away, they're going fast.
Receiving you.
They've still got Phantom active, so hopefully we'll be okay. And it looks like if Fiona goes there, she won't
On
get
the move,
seen.
full speed.
Okay, we've still got the last airstrike to come in and finish off that turret. It looks though it's going in after the first 2 fleas. Okay, here comes one of the little guys. They're going to be trying to take out Fiona, of course they are. Ouch. But we're getting closer to the extraction point. We're doing okay. It's the crab I'm most concerned about because it's got some heavy firepower compared to the others. Thankfully it missed. We're doing okay. And here comes the airstrike. It should take out that turret before it gets to shoot me. Where's it gone? The plane has vanished. Yeah, it's... maybe it wasn't coming. Who knows? I would have thought it would have come down there and taken out that last LRM turret, because the first one said... oh, here it comes. I was just being impatient. Ah, lovely blue aero fighter. Straight down, take that turret out of action for me. Gone. There goes one of the biggest risks I had in this mission. So as long as we can skip from tree to tree as we're heading towards the exit point and we don't trigger
Yes, you are.
the other lot to appear, we should be okay. Of course, as soon as we're over this rise, we're out of view of them. I'm going to head over this direction so that I'm further away from the base and less likely to trigger it. Harkonnen is repairing quite nicely. Gremlin's up next. We're going to have to go to here and make sure we turn as far around as possible so they don't get rear shots on me.
Good to go.
Fiona, she was going to use her field command. Not that we really need it because we've got pretty good initiative. I think I'm going to follow behind Harkonnen into the tree line there. And then, oh no, one of them's going to move before Jamie. Who is it? Now the problem with these fleas, they will try and run into combat and sometimes charge or kick you, which when you're in a little BA isn't a good thing to happen.
Barely a scratch.
Right, Jamie, you're up. Jamie is also going over by Harkonnen because there's some tree line there that we can escape to. So what we've done, we've managed to get the base down, we've managed to escape the first lance mostly, and so far we have not triggered the second lance. We just need to reach the evac zone. Just to let you know, if you don't have Fiona, you must expect this mission to take anything from 20 to 30 rounds to complete. The real key to it is to be patient. Make sure you take out these 4 mechs before you get in too close. Use the tree cover to reduce your damage. Remember, you have massive amounts of hard gel to be repaired, so your guys can repair if they have time.
Commander.
Can we now put Phantom back on? We can, so we're putting Phantom straight back on. Where can Gremlin go? Why is she stuck? Hold on, what's going on with Gremlin? Why is she not able to move very far? I have not converted into my other form, have I? No. I am now wondering if Gremlin has gone and destabilised. Unfortunately, if these little bikes destabilise, that's it. They are going to be destabilised for the rest of the mission, which means they're not going to move very fast.
Confirmed.
As you can see, they cannot brace, which is a shame.
Got my attention.
Actually, he doesn't able to... yeah. I think that is exactly what's happened. I think Gremlin has destabilised, so we're going to have to be... we're going to have her catching up with the rest of us. I don't think we can eject on these, can we? No, the eject button is not active.
I've got your back.
That's one downside of BAs. You can't eject, so even if you've got a pilot that's stuck like Gremlin is, she's really stuck. What I'm going to try and do, on her next turn, I'm going to try and use Vigilance, see if that will remove the instability, but I don't think it will. I think once she's become unstable, she's unstable for the rest of the battle.
Roger.
Okay, the other 3 are getting very close to extraction now. We still haven't had the other Lance come in, which is absolutely brilliant, so that's saving us a lot of pain. These 4 are all below the rise at the moment. I think once we go over the top here, we should also be safe. So it is just Gremlin. We need to try and get home. I am wondering if the other Lance will at some point spawn anyway. Okay, so we said we're going to try putting Vigilance on Gremlin, see if that removes the destabilising. I had hoped that this would be something that would be fixed. It has! Oh, what a relief. I thought we'd be taking forever with her to slowly make her way up the hill. Oh.
Enemy reinforcements detected.
I've got too close to where the spawn point is. Where are they? They're probably going to be standing right on top of Gremlin or something stupid. Did I put... she's got Phantom on anyway, so that's fine. She'll be going first next time because she's already used... there they are. This other lance has also appeared here. It's exactly the same again. We've got the 3 fleas and the crab. These unfortunately can appear in your box at the end if you're really unlucky. It's not what you want. Okay, so one of our Sea Riders is now home with Harkonnen.
Standing by.
It looks like they're all going to be safe from next turn. They're not quite able to make it, but over the
On my
rise
way.
they can't be
Double time.
seen. So this has made it a much easier mission. See, we're only on round 9, and like I'm saying, you would normally expect this to take at the very least 20, maybe even 30 rounds to
run.
complete. What have we got? We've still got them trying to catch up to us. I think it's only Gremlin who's at risk at the moment. The others are now completely out of sight. So Gremlin will get the first turn because obviously she has... yeah, I don't think any of them are going to be able to see me because they're all well below that hill there. It's possible the one on the right here could just make its way round for a shot. No, it's gone the other way. Excellent. Okay, we have only got 2 that are still needing to make it into the extraction point.
I say we give 'em what for.
Gremlin used Vigilance last turn, so can she do it? She can go straight in.
Confirmed.
And then we are down to just one more unit to cross over and we'll be done. We've got just Fiona to get over that line.
Yes,
And there we
Commander.
go, that ends Derelict. Let's hope I get a Mach 2 in my box. And we're extracting. So, are they going to wake me up or am I going to be left in some drug-induced coma forever? Okay, decent payout, nearly 2.8 million sea bills. We're not going to have much in the way of salvage, maybe a little bit of stuff from 4 turrets. We'll just take it, I think it'll all be ours anyway. I should have probably taken the 2 engine cores because they're probably worth a bit more, so let's see what we get in our box. Fingers crossed for a Mach 2. Okay, back in high orbit, they're going to try and wake me up one more time. Who on earth is that? Darius, have you grown a beard? I'm not sure that's Darius. Isn't that a zombie back from Caesar's Crown? Okay. You know I can't grow beards, says Darius. Fair enough. Okay, so we are now waking up. We disappeared? What? And then they found me, I was in the mech bay next to some very odd mechs. I wonder what odd mechs we've been given. I really hope one of those odd mechs is the Mach 2. Let's go see what we've been given. I've been given, an Ostwar, yay, an Ost Scout and a Stinger. Honestly, I've just had the worst possible luck on this one. Those are the worst selection of mechs you could possibly get from this. Hey, but on the plus side, I've now got air shows open, so I'm really happy with that.
That mech is ready to fight. That mech you asked, that mech you wanted, is back online.
Right then, that was Derelict. So that is how you unlock air shows, and you know, that last mission, that was so much easier with Fiona being there. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you do, please like it, please subscribe, and I really hope to see you all on the battlefield and get down those air shows yourself. See you around.